What's up, Guillotine Gang? Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, I have what some would call a fantasy or even a custom pair of the well-renowned Jordan 4 Nigel Sylvester brick by bricks. In whatever category they may fall into, please feel free to call them what you want, but I think I'm gonna call these the Jordan 4 Bike Air Asphalts. And real quick, Guillotine Gang, there will be a follow-up discussion video about the origin, the concept, and the idea behind a sneaker like this, and also why I think there's a strong possibility that these might very well go into production for a 2026 release. So if you might be interested in that discussion, please feel free to hit that subscribe button below, and please stay tuned to the channel for that upcoming content. So let's get into the video. Packaging and presentation. You're on the clock. As most of you probably know, the brick by bricks came in a textured box. This one is no different, other than the box being that fire orange center bar colorway versus this dark charcoal, what I like to call asphalt colorway. But I can confirm that it does come textured, feels sort of like a brick. And I also will say the only differences I do see with this box versus the retail is that this Bike Air and Nike brand is actually indented into the box. This one, it doesn't have any depth to it, just flat. Here's a quick look at the side of the box. Here's a look underneath the box. I will say the presentation on the box is okay, other than as we spoke about the top of the box not having an indentation in it. Otherwise, it's pretty okay. Here's a look at the sizing tag. I think they actually left the brick by brick tag on it. It says firewood, black sail, cinnabar. I think that's the actual brick by brick colorway. So that is understandable since this is sort of that fantasy custom type of shoe and nothing official. So they wouldn't actually have a tag. So I get that. Here's a look underneath the lid of the box. No kind of stamps or nothing like that. And the shoe does come individually wrapped for each. And each bag does have that green QC sticker as well as the blue Velcro strap. Here you have it, guys, what I dubbed the Bike Air 4 Asphalts. Give you a quick 360 of the shoe, and then we'll jump into some of the details and the overall quality of the shoe. Here's a quick look at the lateral side of the shoe. Let's look at the rear of the shoe. Here's a look at the medial side of the shoe. And here's an overhead shot of the toe box, moving up into the laces, into the tongue. And last but not least, here's a look at the outsole. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump into this shoe. Unauthorized, fantasy, custom, fake, whatever you want to call it. This shoe has awesome quality, in my opinion. I really think the attention to detail on this shoe, from the quality of materials used to the panel placement, they did a great job. Just take a look at this stitch work along the wings. Normally this is crap. Look at this clean cut line. And also look at the cut lines on this mudguard panel and basically the overall texture on this mudguard. I know a lot of times UA can get that wrong and have this actual texture being a little too smooth. This one is nice and gritty. Nice embroidery work on this mini Nike swoosh. And just take a look at the shape of this toe box. Excellent. And guys, by no means am I taking up for this type of shoe. I'm just pointing out the key points that I see that's been executed pretty damn good in my opinion. But getting into it, let's go ahead and start from top to bottom with this shoe. Starting with the sock liner. It is your standard black mesh neoprene sock liner. And I will say they got this heel tab pretty accurate, as the Bike Airs do have that flared wide heel tab in the insole shape to it. And moving into the full uppers of the shoe, it is a medium hair suede, and it's very responsive. And give you a couple examples. Just look how this suede responds, and that's throughout the whole shoe. Just take a look at that toe box. The motion I'm getting off the suede is excellent, and that does wrap around into the medial section of the shoe as well. Just look at that motion, and it also follows suit in the tongue, also suede. And staying with the tongue, you do have that blacked out flight tag, black Jumpman, white flight Shoe comes with black laces. They also provide you with a white set of laces we'll take a look at shortly. Moving into your wings, you do have your standard black wings and that rubberized texture. You also have your black cages, and they also are 3M reflective on the side cages, and also the toe box cage as well. And I think they did a good job with the cages and the details on the cage. I know a lot of times UA can get this off and the patterns all wrong, but this looks very close to retail, as well as the cage on the toe box. And guys, I hope the colors coming through pretty accurate on camera. In person, the upper suede section of the shoe, it gives off like a charcoal textured color to it versus a pure black, as you see in the mud guard and also the midsole. It's not as dark as those colors. It's like a lighter charcoal gray color. And basically, gray moves into black on the color scale, so I get that. It's just in that upper area of it. But moving down into the midsole and mudguard areas, again, that is a very pure black. Love the texture on this mudguard section. I think they nailed that one. And moving to the back of the midsole, you have a semi-gloss black down into your pure white outer sole. Very dope conversion of the outsole to black and white. Loving it. Very prominent stars on it. You have that white on the footbed and your white and black Nike branding. I think on the brick by bricks, the actual forefoot of the midsole has like a slight semi-translucent area in the front. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think it's like semi-translucent. This one, it sort of gives off like a darker translucent all black outsole, but I might be wrong on that. It just kind of looks like it in this area around here. So very nice. And moving into the rear of the shoe, you have that Bike Air on the heel tab, and you also have that rubberized pull tab up top. Not as soft as like the SB4s, but somewhat pliable and flexible. Sorry guys, I can't help myself playing with this brush back motion. Absolutely love this suede. And again, the cages are 3M material. Trying to get a good angle for you to see if I can get that 3M to pop for you, but I don't think it's working out. And here's a close-up shot of this texture on the mud guard panels. Very texture. Again, as I stated, they normally get this wrong, but this is very nice and textured. Here's a shot of that toe box shape on the medial side. And here's a look at the toe box on the lateral side. This is probably a good shot of it. As you can see, this panel here versus the outsole. See how that's somewhat translucent looking versus that midsole. Here's a shot of the air bubble. It does have black air units inside, if you can see that. All right, guys, so let's take a look at my right shoe. I think they was pretty consistent with each shoe. As you can see, this one also has that motion as well. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this shoe in the comment section. I know it's not for everyone. Again, we're dealing with this type of shoe that's not currently scheduled for release. I know some people won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. They won't even look at the video of it. But, you know, it's some people that actually like fantasy pairs. They like custom pairs. Not making excuses or making up for it. Those people like what they like. And this one intrigued me enough to actually want to take a look at it and provide some content on the quality of the shoe. And in my opinion, there's no quality lacking in this one, as you can see. And here's a rear shot of them together. Very dope. I think they actually got the cut on the heels good. Sometimes they can go a little too high. Sometimes they can go a little too short. And that's even with retail pairs. I think they got these ones pretty much close. Nice seam work to them. And just take a look at the tabs. Good execution on that. Just a look at the tongue tab. Has that Jordan Biking Co. 2017. And just little details like that. This tab came in the red orange colorway, but it's black. You ain't gotta respect it, but I will say them guys working over there producing these, man, they working. I will say that. But yeah, guys, as I stated, this is not for everyone, and it's perfect for some. And for that some, they don't care. They'll actually wear these to a sneaker convention, loud and proud. And then you have some traditionalists, like I said, they ain't not touching this with a 10-foot pole, and they're gonna gawk at you wearing these. So, you know, it's crazy. In my opinion, do you? I don't judge. You know, there's a lot of sneakerheads out here that does judge. But for me, I don't critique other men's outfits and, you know, shoes they wear. But this shoe did intrigue me when I saw it, and I did want to get it in the lab and take a look at it and the overall quality of the shoe. I will be making a discussion video on this particular shoe and other shoes like this as well. That probably my next video. So if you want to join in that discussion and just get my overall opinion of shoes like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and stay tuned to the channel for that content that's coming up next. So we'll keep that discussion for that and leave it as that and not drag this video on too much longer. I did want to show you the other set of laces. They do provide you with a pure white set of laces in the Jumpman box. Let's take the details on the box. Them folks ain't playing no games. So I'm curious, would you put the white laces in this? If you were to rock this shoe, would you leave it blacked out or put those white laces in it? For me, I probably would try my hand with the white laces just to break up some of that contrast in the all black look. I think it'll make the front of the shoe pop as much as the back. So that's how I probably would rock it. But let me know in the comments what you would do if you were to rock this shoe. It even comes with this thick paper shoe tree as well. Also wanted to show you the outsole. It's all black. It has the Nigel Sylvester Gold logo on the heel tab. Also, guys, if there's anybody out here that think I'm actually editing a pair of brick by bricks, just editing the color code to make it all black, nah, it's actually all black, guys. You know, you never know. You might have that one stray person out there that think it's just a, you know, probably a color mask that's put on it to make it all black. But, you know, as you can see, you have the baby pool in red, and you see all the colors in the video, even my hand. So if you can actually throw a color mask in over this while I'm moving my hand like this, you got great editing skills. But yeah, guys, that's what I have for you today. Just wanted to come through and show you guys the quality on this shoe, whatever you want to call it, fantasy, custom, UA, whatever. Again, stay tuned to the discussion video about this shoe. Please feel free to come over there and hang out with us in that video as well and drop your opinions there. But stay tuned to the channel. More content on the way. We're going to take a deep dive look at those white cement 4s. I know there's tons of videos out there, but not my video. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Till the next time, peace.